င်းငါတို့နဲ့တူရှိနေရင်မင်းအနိုင်ရမယ်စကရင်တွေကြောင့်သင်ပွဲအတွက်အဲ့ဒီမှာတင်ရှိနေတာ Team Sprint နဲ့ 1x Bar မင်းငါတို့နဲ့တူရှိနေရင်မင်းအနိုင်ရမယ်စကရင်တွေကြောင့်သင်ပွဲအတွက်အဲ့ဒီမှာတင်ရှိနေတာ 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 Team Sprint နဲ့ 1x Bar မင်းငါတို့နဲ့တူရှိနေရင်မင်းအနိုင်ရမယ်စကရင်တွေကြောင့်သင်ပွဲအတွက်အဲ့ဒီမှာတင်
Hello မင်္ဂလာပါဗျာ
Camps.
ကဲလီဂမာလေးရဲ့ပွဲလေးကိုကြည့်လိုက်မယ်နော်
So I really like
5 seconds remaining. This is a test.
လီဂမာနိုင်တော့တယ်ဗျာဟိုဘက်ကောင်တွေက net ပုတ်တယ်
I mean, they picked the two most popular supports.
ကဲပြောဟိုဘက်ကောင်တွေ net ပုတ်တယ်လီဂမာကိုပူကြိုက်တယ်နှစ်တင်းရှင်းမယ်တော့
Very low.
Dire team.
Something.
လီဂမာ
low in the most picked supports or
Mas.
all supports?
They are the most picked supports, but they don't have a 50% or higher win rate. Whereas Bane, I think, had 53% win rate, is still most picked.
It was 55.
Was it 55?
ကျန်တော့ကျန်တယ်
10
ဆက်လက်ရ
seconds
Oh,
remaining.
okay. I can't. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
That's okay. Snapfire is 44.
5
so we're
seconds
right about that one.
remaining.
Sub
I mean,
50%.
so was Pugno. He was like also down there. So
Yep, I also know my goal.
overrated supports is what I'm getting at.
41.7. There you go. I read it for you.
Oh, here's another good nice thing for Bane. They like Fly said, they were probably looking at that Mars combo with SF, and now you have a nice Bane nightmare set up for the spear.
Yeah, I think now they have to. Aurora has to consider Lycan because NGX has been playing a lot of Lycan, and when you see Bane, you see Shadow Fiend, Lycan becomes pretty good. I know it's not specifically good against Mars because you cannot run in the arena. You know, you're like a dog who's stuck in a cage, basically. So I would still consider this support a little more carefully, something that is not super exploitable by Lycan.
Radiant team pick.
And they go Avenge, so they've covered it, basically. They considered the fact, and now NGX has to pivot.
တမင်မ
I'm not sure what
Okay.
else does Noob have here. Or maybe they can also pick Ghost Hero, but again,
Radiant
a lot of
team
offlaners are just banned. Alright, Noob's gonna play Shaker. I
Volga
forgot this guy is actually a good Shaker. He used to be a mid laner.
Well, yeah.
And I totally forgot
Okay.
that he plays this, but I
He
like
really a
this
fine,
pivot
he
because
really
I
a
think the
fine.
offlane pool is pretty
လီဂမာ
small
ကိုကြိုက်
right
တယ်ကွာ
now.
လီ
I
ဂမာ
didn't
ကျွေး
see
လီဂမာ
something
ကျွေးမယ်လို့ထင်တယ်အော်ရိုအားစောက်ပေါ်ကြီးအဲ့လိုပဲမြင်တယ်မတိုင်းပြောရရင်တော့ရှင်နဲ့ရှိတိုင်းပြောရရင်တော့အော်ရိုအားတော့တိတ်မကြိုက်ဘူးလီဂမာတော့ပူကြိုက်တယ်လီ
It's a
ဂမာ
matchup
လီဂမာ
he's very confident in.
လီဂမာကလည်းတစ်ခါကျရင်တော့ဖောက်တော့ဖောက်တယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့
Set up too.
And
I'm
my
not
song
gonna say
I
who
do
goes
okay.
for the later pick. I'm very curious though on Nightfall what he's gonna respond with. Like I said, I really want to see him play heroes that are very frontline, tanky, and it's not so much that that's all he can play. It's just the way that the mid laner plays for this team. He's going to be the spellcasting, flashy, usually farm heavy on Kiyotaka. So Nightfall usually needs to be some type of initiation and frontline.
Do you feel like he's going to be a little bit dissuaded from picking that archetype of a hero when they have the Mars?
Dire team
His thinking
back.
is, oh, this Mars can be the initiator, and this Mars can be the one that's tanking a lot.
Maybe, but just the data shows for me that Nightfall playing melee strength tanky guy, good.
Good.
If not, okay.
Well, understood.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
I think Nigma Galaxy understand that too, because in their first ban there in the
5
last
seconds
phase, they're taking
remaining.
out the Ursa.
Yeah, Ursa, Abaddon, Sven. Might see a Sven ban coming out next as well. Would be very good for Nightfall, but yeah. Aurora, I believe, does have
Dire team back.
pick out of the gate here, so they need to pick something for Ghost.
Aurora. Sorry, NGX. Yeah, NGX is gonna pick first here, right? They had first pick.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Sven, even though the win rate has not been great.
invocation
I think something that helps this Invoker, the Snapfire play,
10
because
seconds
Shaker, like we said,
remaining.
is a slower hero. And I think Shaker and Invoker are already enough to
5
win
seconds
any
remaining.
game the later it goes. so Ghost doesn't have to be ultra greedy. I don't want to see Morphling or anything like that.
Yeah.
I want something a little bit faster or that synergizes more. So I'm trying to think what else besides Sven. There's the Alchemist that I've seen was played a little bit maybe by Aurora yesterday as a carry.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. Something like that, Sven Alchemist.
I mean, if they ban one and take the other, that also cuts
Radiant
into
team
Nightfall's hero
banned.
pool as well.
True.
Yeah, it looks like Aurora is banning a similar idea with Dragonite and Void, both heroes who have some kind of disable that plays well with Invoker. So they're thinking similarly. We'll see what Ghost wants to pull out. I know he has a good Sven, and the Alchemist
10
is a bit more of a
seconds
question mark
remaining.
for me, but I think that kind of hero is great. And then, like you said, that's
5
something
seconds
Aurora could be
remaining.
looking at as well.
Ligma.
Yeah, I definitely like the idea of either ban Alk or take Alk with the Sven ban, because those are two heroes I think Aurora really wants. And if you steal one and ban the other, I think they're gonna have to dig a little bit to find another hero that can do what they want. And I'm not sure what that hero is off the top of my head, which means it's gonna be more of a niche pick.
There is just
Radiant
double-checking, there's
team
no counter for
Invocation.
an SF flex, right?
Nothing
To say
Not when Nightfall is on your team.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Akime. Okay.
Dancing on my screen right now.
I was gonna say they do go for the Alk. The difference
They're
is
just gonna pick Sven now.
I was gonna say they actually ban that Medusa. They still leave Sven in the pool. They leave it very
I
open.
mean, they could go Life Stealer too if they really want.
True.
But
Oh dear, Savan, you know,
Why?
Jen,
I mean,
never
I was
Savan
literally
fucking out
watching
of
Sven
Savan
Seconds
going
remaining.
on.
man fight a Life Stealer this patch.
It was very sad.
Yeah, that one was.
I mean, the Abyssal
5
Blade
seconds
pickup was
remaining.
Savan ပေးလို့ရတယ်
smart.
ပေးရ
Yeah, I
တော့
feel like
အစားနဲ့
I'm mostly on the
လူက
Abyss.
ဘန်နာ
But yeah, I
And
think
they also had a
Sven's
Shadow
solid.
Demon. There were a lot of different things that
That's
really helped
true.
them.
I mean, Sven's
Shadow
just
Demon-
better than Life Stealer this patch.
Yeah.
I think that's just a fair thing to
Yeah,
say.
it's more about the supporting cast that really helped with that matchup.
I think a melee hero in this lane seems sad though. Shaker, Snapfire with the potential for Sunstrikes on top. There's a lot of kill threat.
Oh, they just look very dumb. I mean,
Go
that's
ahead.
good for Alchemist, I
Select
guess.
your
I don't know.
heroes.
So, I mean,
Low win rate hero, guys.
That's-
yeah, they lost.
Just call it. The numbers aren't adding up. Not favoring it. How do you guys favor that overall last pick do for Aurora? It does hit that melee.
Yeah, he plays it. It's fine. Hypothetically good in this game. I prefer a stable like Sven pick, but I can see the angle of why they thought this was better. Just Doom the Alchemist, and you just don't.
ကဲနေကမှာတီးမယ်ပေါ့နော် Ghost က True လောက်ကင်လာပါကြိုက်လဲ Post 1နဲ့ Post 1က bro Akime ကတော့အရင်သဘောမကျဘူးဆိုမယ်စိုးတော့မစိုးပါဘူးကောင်းတော့ကောင်းပါအဓိက lane နည်းနည်းပိုချလို့ကောင်းရမယ်ပြီးသွားလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ stand ပါသွားမယ်ဗျာတည်ရမလား
Does it win you over at
ပြီး fan မေးရနည်းနည်းပိုမြင်ရမယ်ဗျာ
really like
Five
what
seconds
the
Let's look at it
challenge
here.
I think both teams have a solid idea of what they want to do. I
Ghost
think
ကကင်တယ်လေ bro ကင်တယ်ဒီကောင်ဟိုဟာ True လောက်လည်းကင်တယ်မနေ့က
something
ကတော့
too
ထုတ်လိုက်တယ်
big either way. I think a lot of it will come down to the mid lane and how they play around it.
True
I
လောက်
think
က
Yash
ကြ
has
တော့
a
ဘာလို့
very
အရင်မကောင်းတာလဲ
good
ဆို
opening this game to pressure mid.
ဒိန်းပါတယ်ပြီး
But
တော့
if it happens the other way around,
Mars
where
နဲ့
Volker gets ahead of this
Shadow
Humble
Fiend.
Dom,
They're gonna
takes
take
mid
the
tower, bullies the Shadow Fiend, then I would favor NGX. Otherwise, I would favor Aurora. So just for the sake
True လောက်လည်း
of
ဒါ
choosing
ပေမဲ့အရင်ကြီး
someone,
တော့
I
မ
will
စိုး
go
ပါ
for
ဘူး
Aurora
ကောင်း
this
တော့ကောင်း
game,
ပါ
but I think it can go either way.
Okay, so you're looking at that mid lane. You also said that both these teams have like.
ဒါပေမဲ့အာလီဘိုင်နည်းနည်းပို့ပြီးကျွန်တော်ပြောလို့
ideas.
active
What
ပို့
are
ဖြစ်ချင်
those
တော့
ideas
Akime
for
ပြလိုက်တယ်ပေါ့
this
Akime
I think
က
they've just
Aurora ဆိုင်
complemented
ရော
their hero as well. They made a Shadow Fiend draft, they made it work with Mars, and now another sort of like
Mars.
Miligata goes in front. Same for the Invoker. You have an Alchemist that can go in for you. You have the
Don't
Shaker
carry
that they
that.
can
Don't
play
carry.
for
Guitar team eh,
with,
no?
like,
Guitar
the later
team, guitar
timings.
ne coat.
So their heroes make sense together, and I like what both teams have done.
ဂီတာနဲ့ခုတ်ဂီတာ
I'll
နဲ့
have
ဂီတာ
Gloria.
Oh, she, let's go. I'm mostly looking forward to how the supports play. I think both teams have active playing supports and like how they're going to be able to play around triangle stacking, how they're going to be able to play the mid lane and like ganking there, how much action they're able to put out on the map. That's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, you're looking forward to seeing, similar thing, how that mid lane goes out, but more so from the supports, how they're going to be able to help in these
Sure, we make
lineups, how they're going to be able to
Jenny.
help their cause. And for us, we just want to get on into it. It's an elimination series game, number 1 between Aurora and Nigma Galaxy.
You really
with
should
Lyrical and
prepare
Trent.
for battle.
Thank you so much, Nat. Trent, I can't wait. This is going to be so freaking hype. It's elimination, but it's also moving on. Looking on the bright side. One of these teams is going to TI.
So positive someone's going home in shambles. It's a lot easier when there's only one
gotta
camera.
be,
You know?
That's nice.
I'm watching Reyes struggle.
တင်းကတော့အိမ်ပြန် nigma နိုင်မယ်လို့စိတ်ထဲမှာ
We're at a
ယုံ
point
ကြည်မိ
that
နေတယ်
Meepo trying to get the bit right.
Loki
We just got
Loki
one.
လေးယုံ
It's
ကြည်
good.
မိနေ
It's easy.
simple,
And
yeah.
most of the time, it's not on us.
အဲ့ဒါဘာဖြစ်စီလဲဆို
That's
တော့
true,
အဲ့ဒါ
That makes it even better.
Cá
We're
chích
into
xì
the
lên.
game,
They know
though.
that we
Goddamn.
walk over to computers that when we
ligma ပဲအုပ်မလား ligma ကိုပဲအုပ်သွားမလားဆိုတော့
All right, we're
ကြ
gonna
ည့်ရ
head
မယ်
out across the
ligma
map
fan
here
တွေကတော့
and
နည်းနည်းတော့
see
များတယ်
what is cooking. You know, there's one thing that I noticed in these drafts
Dota
that
2 man you,
stands
Dota
out
2
to
man
me.
you.
was that.
I think back to these eras when, you know, there's out picks going and just a
30
draft
seconds
win
to battle.
overall. And a couple of the times that would happen,
Oh,
you would
I
have like
see.
a Bane,
Are
an
those
Enchantress, and
little
then suddenly
people down
Zoom.
there?
Running at you with a
Wonderful
bunch
what
of
they can do
units,
these
running at
days.
you with a big carry that wants to take your buildings you can't deal with. And I feel like that's what Nigma's draft is trying to do here. You got this Helm Invoker, you're going to have an Alchemist that's scaling up. This could be scary.
You know what I love? Everything.
What's that? Oh,
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
love?
So, yeah, we'll see if he loves
Everything.
that. If it does come a little bit too fast, perhaps. We got to see a little bit of an Invoker from no one who played a ton of Invoker yesterday.
Yeah.
But he was consistently going the Quas route, the
I
you know,
know.
the
Dominator နဲ့နော်
right?
Sume ရဲ့ Dominator
We
လေး
have
တွေ့
Gabba
မယ်
here. We have the Exort based Invoker here for Sumail, so that'll be a little bit different for us.
This
Now,
is
that being
it.
said,
The
we
battle
actually barely
begins.
ever even saw the Ice Ball used. At least
True.
in the games we cast from no one, so the general strategy of just like having the helm and taking multiple points in
ဒီညှော်
Exort,
ချက်တွေနော်ပြီးရင်ကျုပ်ညှော်လွတ်လုံနေတယ်နောက်ခွေးမှာ
the different facet.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be trying to max that out as quickly as possible to get to the multiple, Forge Spirits as well. As
Yeah.
we have another quick pause here. But yeah, it was funny. Like no one, he took this, the whatever it is, Corvex Quas-oriented facet, and which just, you get your Aghanim Scepter, it upgrades your Ice Wall. He did 800
Hello,
damage
you talk about
with
Yai.
Ice Wall.
It's true, yeah. I think he cast it like twice. They were stomping the game so hard. It was so much more about this helm and just occupying and taking over that early game space like Fly was talking about on the panel.
Well, and then on the side of Aurora, they do switch things up here at the end. Run a Nightfall Doom.
Nature
What do you think it
attend
is
us.
that they saw? As Panto is kind of getting bullied here a little bit, fully blocked in. You don't often see this, and in fact, he's
Dude.
going to be forced all the way back. So Doom is going to be alone up here, at least for a few.
And yet the Ench survives. Classic Ench.
Yeah.
No, in regards to what I think they thought we saw with the Dooms, the idea of just like, rather than try and match the Alchemist with some other carry and see these timings, they thought instead, what if we just remove Alchemist from the equation?
Right.
And that's going to be the goal of the Doom.
That does make sense. I mean, you just drop that Doom down, and he is not going to be able to regen at all. Will he be able to do the damage
Come on,
that they
right?
need via the rest of the heroes is still something to be determined.
ဒါလေးလို့အဲ့ဒါကြီး
Toronto
ခဏတော့တော့ပြောမှာ
Let's first put the
ဟောပြီးတော့ရင်ရပါတယ်
Those does get the kill on the core though.
Mira getting on the Bane, that always feels pretty good. Yourself some early boots, perhaps. Bane.
Mira, also somebody that had amazing performance yesterday. Saw some really clutch Shadow Demon steal, or saves rather, particularly when they were playing against Spirit later on in the day. And man, it looked good.
Yeah, Mira's got a really good hero pool for this event. I mean,
Oh,
historically, he
there's
has
Mele
an
Amaro.
incredible Snapfire. That's one of his best heroes back in his heyday with Team Spirit. And of course, the Shadow Demon as well. He's extremely good at making those saves. So if I'm playing Elimination versus him, I am not letting him get Shadow Demon.
Absolutely. Well, and as much as we have talked about, some of the woes of the Snapfire, more often than not, it's been feeling bad when it's been in that core role, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm still a fan, even though the numbers aren't fully there on the Snap.
I like it this game because you have the rotations into a stunning lane, right?
Yeah.
That was the old classic that we see from Beast Coast all the time, with like the mid snap. They'd always have stuns on the side lanes. You TP at 6, get your kill with the ulti. You can do a similar thing here where you can just rotate to Shaker, you can rotate to the Alchemist, and have a really good way to secure the damage from the kisses.
Honestly, yeah, I would love to see some movement over to kill Kiyotaka too. That seems like Shadow Fiend, if you're not killing him early, will just sort of take off and run wild with the game. But very fragile hero in the early
အကိမိကတော်
goings.
တာရတာပဲမားကဘာလို့6កောင်မရဗျာ
So far, things looking pretty good across the board for Nigma. take a look at this. The Doom is doing one of the best there out of the laning stage, but Invoker has gotten some nice denies. Really, it's Alchemist that's taken a substantial lead on Ghost. Probably partly because of that kill.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm not sure what the fans are really looking for, because I feel like they've gotten to the point now where when Nigma gets a lead, they actually grow more concerned. I think they prefer even or maybe even slightly behind. It makes them feel a little bit more comfortable.
That's right. Yeah, you're just in a safer space.
The leads have not been going well.
You know, you're not wrong. Yeah, you've got to make some sort of Herculean effort. It's like they need the adrenaline shot to the body, so that way they can sort of fully power up.
That's right.
That makes sense. We'll see if they can maybe.
佢能講得大牙意思嘅，個話你呢個嘅喎咯，即係聽明咯，你再別講埋你睇啊。
So far, none of that potential early aggression.
Dominator,
As talked about, very static right now. You know, Ench just making sure Nightfall has an okay time. But Noob, I would say, doing pretty well considering. We know Shaker Core has been probably one of the best heroes in this entire tournament. But the fact that you can run this in the off lane against some relatively annoying and tanky heroes like Ench and Doom and still just stay in the wave, keep getting your CS with Totem.
I feel like some of that is the good start that they got off to with sort of harassing Panto up top. They're going for it. Get the kill. That was a change combo fissure with a Sunstrike.
That happened so fast. They didn't even need the Sunstrike.
Yeah.
That's how fast that, like, that was just you're harassing his edge, feeling invincible, and into a turnaround cookie, I'm dead.
Speaks to some of the issues they might have in this, and this is why this Snapfire can look so cool, right? This 2 points up in Little Shredder really eats away at the HP, and now a full creep wave coming in while he's already ahead of the Doom on CS.
Yeah, it's very interesting when you have the full bore facet, yet you're level 3, not even using your big snipe yet.
Yeah.
And still gets back for the stack, but will there be a block by Panto in time? Oh, barely.
They're stacking up that too, that's nice. Getting some good ones. Panto takes that creep away and is going to start heading towards mid. Sumail has one component of that Helm of the Dominator working towards the next soon. Noob also going over there. The top lane is empty except for the Doom.
And Panto has D-Warded in here as well. He's going to hold
Kiyotaka in some trouble. Sunstrike gone.
Kiyotaka 叫有價ဖြစ်သွားတယ်咪လာပြီးခေါ်တာ點解過ဖြစ်မယ်လားကိုထင်တာတော့
What is the start of that Guns N' Roses song, you know? What we have here is a breakdown of communication, because that's what that was. I mean, there's no one up top. Panto standing in their triangle, and then your Shadow Fiend just dies to the Shaker? I feel like there's some questions there.
You're not wrong. Has the cookie at the ready. Omar could save if he needed to, but was looking to see if there was a turnaround potential.
Sorry.
Yeah, that I mean, that looked like vintage, you know? We're talking about Nigma Galaxy going to the late stages, the Shadow Fiend rotations mid with the Shaker, but now Sumail, the miss on one raise, Kiyotaka only hitting 2 of them, and Sumail is fine.
Fortified.
Omar was also trying to TP somewhere up there, but got
Radiant's
whacked
top
by
tower
Nightfall.
is under attack.
Having to play a little bit safe now and staying back. New steps forward. Nightfall tries to. Are there any rotations possible here? It doesn't really look like it, honestly. So Noob is going to be bullied all the way back off the tower, and if they get that tower done early,
under attack.
Mira right on top of GH. Tornado off the mark.
There's just so much pressure.
Yeah.
Mid and top.
It would appear
the catapult is just swinging. It is taking this entire tower down, and then it seems that Radiant's to contest the Wisdom Shrine. They're going in.
I mean, this is crazy. Well, the fissure. Is it enough time? Oh, it's close. He's going to get there.
Yeah,
that is so nice. This is why you pick our Shaker, everybody.
That's it right there. All right, well, very well played there. A bit of a Pyrrhic victory after immediately losing your tower, so be a bit careful here. Sumail also, standing on top of a ward mid, so you can imagine now that top tower is down, you're going to see that pressure from the Ench start to run into the mid lane with this vision on the Invoker.
Now this is all to the benefit of Ghost in a way, who's starting
Radiant's
to build
top
up
tower
the
is
network.
under
But if
attack.
you can shut down his jungle on the side of Aurora and remove the places that he can eventually farm to, as you can see, some cans being blocked out already, that's where you can find some success.
Yeah, they don't have the best heroes for like stealing stacks outside of Shadow Fiend. I mean, Shadow Fiend's pretty good, obviously, but he's gonna be kind of busy. He doesn't really want to be that involved, maybe. So I think the idea of just trying to like stop the stacks in the first place might be a little bit better.
Spamming Enchantress creeps into the mid wave. In the meantime, they'll bring numbers and secure the 8-minute rune. Just going to be a haste for Kiyotaka down bottom. Mira now hunting in the jungle as they will get some D-wards here. Nuke trying to build into what he needs to. Ghost stun out. Going to be controlled. Nope, going to throw it onto the Doom. Does have level 6, so this should be a kill for sure.
Yeah, he wasn't close enough. Or denied to even try it. They managed to back off on the damage, so now GH
finds another.
Nightfall thinks about the Doom. He's like, that seems successful.
Kiyotaka မှာလာရောက်စားတောက်
Tornado in towards mid, trying to kill Panto. Will it be enough? A few more punches, and they get him. So that is the Helm Creep movement. But Kiyotaka double raise onto Omar, but now cold snap, the turn. Kiyotaka, where's the TP? They don't have help, but he misses on the meatball. Cookie off to the side. Omar not able to land that one, and the creep will not kill the Shadow Fiend.
That was a good play by Kiyotaka. He saw the cookie coming, made sure he
TP back in bottom. They're moving. Oh, they were waiting on the Alchemist TP. He cancels.
I mean, I think
yeah မုန်းချက်တွေ
that one. Although I think Noob is going to try and keep this tower alive now because of that.
မုန်းချက်တွေဂိုးကိုတော့ဒုံးမထည့်ဘူး GA ကိုဒုံးနဲ့ကောက်ထည့်ပလိုက်တယ်
Yeah, this is
Dyer's
much
top
faster than
tower
some of the
is
games
being
have been,
attacked
especially,
like
this is
nobody's
elimination day here. So starting in game
Radiant's bottom tower is
flying
under
out here
attack.
with both teams.
Where are you
Not
going?
playing super passive or anything, is now they're back on the noob here in that bottom lane, talking about saving that tower. I don't know. They might need to save him.
All
Dyer's
surrounded. He
structure
does
is
still have
fortified.
Echo.
They are
And with
looking
Ghost moving
quite
in, they're
robust.
actually going to try and turn this. Echo used. Toronto Tokyo. Just an absolute slugger of a match going on here, and will end up stunning himself on the Alchemist.
Dyer's
Mira is
middle
just
tower is
everywhere.
အာရုံနောက်နေတမင်
under
က
the amount of stress.
A lot of gold into the pocket. That Earthshaker, who of course is at one of the weaker points in his game right now, sitting on just phase, null, bracer, working your way towards that blink dagger. You need a little bit of help to get there from your teammates.
So the way that I'm thinking about this, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that there's like this early pressure coming from the Enchantress, but eventually when you get that blink dagger
Radiant's
on
middle
Earthshaker,
tower
that's
is
when
under
Nigma are
attack.
going to be trying to play a little bit more aggressively, or are they just going to be trying to dodge away considering how it started?
Oh no, I think certainly they'll be getting
Radiant's
aggressive.
middle
They'll start trying to
tower
pressure
is under
towers
attack.
themselves with this Invoker. Like Nancy
I have
stacks
no
up the
reason
level,
to
he's got
lie
Helm
about
Creep.
such things.
They're going to try and get like stuns into kisses, and while they're
စာ
doing
တက်တယ်
that,
စာတက်ပေတတ်တယ်
if
ပဲ
you ever try and make the big
Middle tower
turnaround
is
play, you bring
under
the defense, that's when you want to go in with the Shaker, you know?
Okay.
But there's also the idea of like, we just need to make
Radiant's
space for
middle
Alpha. They don't have
tower
to go
is
too
under
crazy.
attack.
Well, a
I have
Nightmare
no
pulls
reason
him
to
back in.
lie
The
about
cookie
such
out,
things.
more kisses landing here and dead.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Threatening any
နေ
movement.
တာတော့ရောက်သွားပြီ
Galaxy
Dyer's
going to
middle
match
tower
the
has
aggression
fallen.
coming from
That's a
Aurora as they
fool.
take the mid tower now.
Man, the Invoker really complements these two supports very nicely. Like, he's providing these bodies as they pressure the towers. Pugna's got this ability to just blast the tower down with Nether
Dyer's
Blast, and then you have your
structures are
Snapfire who's
fortified.
just threatening the whole time of like, I have stuns from these creeps from the Invoker that I can cookie them onto you. She's doing consistently. And if I ever hit it, you're getting hit by the
Radiant's
kisses too.
bottom tower is being subjected to
So
extreme
this is the
violence.
response instead by Aurora. Is that they're going to try and pressure these side lane towers. This is hoping to maybe like slow down some of the pace of the
Radiant's bottom
Alchemist,
tower is
threaten him
under
so he's not comfortable going down to those
Has
instant
Radiant's
again.
bottom tower
But it's still going to
acceleration?
require an actual like positioning and staying power from Aurora down here, which might be hard to dedicate.
Smoke up with 4. Sumail, the only hero in the direction that they're going. Blink Dagger also not done for Toronto Tokyo, interestingly enough. And they will go for the arena hit and kill onto Umar. But we're probably hoping for a bigger target there.
Yeah, I think Sumail will be very happy with that considering his current positioning.
Kitaka, Noob, A little bit of. I mean, he
Yeah,
knows about the
Radiant's
Invis
middle
rune, though.
tower is under
Now,
attack.
Radiant's
Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they
He's just
are
gonna walk away.
positively glowing. Has been
The fissure
slain.
is out.
Like that.
Oh, the tree
Can't
blocked
do
him.
anything else.
Yeah, I thought he could keep going a little bit further, but
Radiant's middle tower has been
Let's sit down.
denied.
trying to get his level 6. Still just stuck at 5 right now.
Shadow Fiend is still over here.
Ah, con này mà bò con ơi, có mì mì đi. Treo sống mà bị lại. Hai giờ này bố nỉ đi.
I mean, they scanned him. Did they know he's down here still? There's no way.
Tuy
So
rồi.
Shadow Fiend will get away with one there.
Mì mì đi.
Radiant's done. 13 minutes. Also a very quick Blink Dagger done on Mars.
It's also ready for noob here too. So yeah, we got a pretty strong timing right now. They're gonna let Alk farm it up for a little bit, and they're gonna try and start moving up towards Sumail and his Croaker here. So we're gonna try a little bit of Cold Snap, Tornado, Tendrils, all trying to bait TPs in so that noob can crush some fools.
Not at full HP right now on Noob as they spot Nightfall. They thought he was going over to the creep camp, but he's actually right by the tower. Do have the setup for it if they want. Waiting back behind. There it is. Echo out with the Croaker. The killing more than enough, but Mira over to the side will find one. Omar passes over the Nightmare, and now trying to back away, but the grip is there, immediately broken. Tokyo also doesn't have arena.
Sume nó lớn lâu đến
Back
nó.
up again. He's just deciding
Bây
to
giờ genius rồi Sume. Oh damn, cái lâu
So,
đến
yeah,
nó.
without the Alk and the
Ligama ấy kẹt đến
the
từ.
grip was huge. So
Cái này bị lý à?
try and get that kill at least started with having to use the kisses. Once they commit the kisses though, it's
Thằng yaro mẹ tay gì,
scary
gì
to
gì bị nào bị nào,
turn
đi đi,
around. Now they
tùy
retake.
đi.
Look at this though. The Fissure up the high ground from noob hits 2.
Sume.
I guess they just thought that there weren't up there and he was
Oh,
grabbing a
ghê
grip
quá
or
đấy.
something, but Sumail's dead now because of it.
Cú số này lúc đầu lúc đầu kìa, quá mới xỉu. Cho best player thì lại
Wow, really
đủ.
glad I didn't go up there, huh? It's, not the place to be. Oh, that guy, you're probably thinking, wow, didn't he just buy a Radiance on that hero? How did he do the Blink already? Well, that's Alchemist. He needs some giant stacks. Now, though,
Đó, mà thi vào là
Tokyo's still living. Oh, they had a Sunstrike. Yeah, Alk is starting to become a bit of an issue. That is a scary situation here.
cú còn nãy nghe lý được phát đạo ấy.
let's see, the Sunstrike's at 475. Now we're
So Nightfall, after finishing off his Midas, is going to be going back for a Radiance of his own. The question is, are we going to wait for Ghost to finish BKB before he shows up to a fight? It's a
I'm
possibility.
gonna go with the. If it's the river, you can come.
Okay.
Any further than the river, I'd prefer if you had your life jacket BKB, please.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, to get across the river, you need a life jacket.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be
Tried to probably have to
alarmist,
also carry
but
players, maybe.
Dire's bottom tower
Ủa, đi
is
nhà con
under
này à?
attack.
16 minutes in. Showing on mid lane. The Earthshaker. With Radiance done, our Aurora gonna try and amp up the tempo now. Looks like there's something brewing down bottom.
Alright, this is a good find on Nightfall.
And they get him. Nightfall
Ê, con ơi.
immediately found and killed. And keep in mind, this is a carry Doom, as they do also find Noob over in the river. He's going to be
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
down.
I know Lyric will never get me into a mind what the carry hero is. It's a bad sign for your game plan. I'm
Dire's
gonna throw it
bottom
at
tower
there.
has
Yeah,
fallen.
it's looking a little sketch right now for Aurora. Having all the answers in the world, and Toronto Tokyo just zips right by as a Ghost
Strange to say,
Alchemist
Radiant's
passes over
middle
the top
tower
of him.
is under attack.
Now, this is the part where we have to we try to bring it back down to earth, right? Where we're like, well, it's only
Radiant's
a 3K
middle
lead,
tower
but now
is
it's
under attack.
classic.
That's
classic.
true.
I have no
Mastermind.
reason
I
to
don't really know how
lie
true
about
that is
such
anymore.
things.
It doesn't feel like that anymore, you know?
I mean, it
I
is a
don't mean
3K
to
gold
be
lead without
alarmist.
BKB Sume là lớn mà BKB sao nó chạy được đâu ấy. Nãy phố là lấy ấy. Ấy còn chí của bé trốn thế
Yeah,
à?
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's
Ghost, Mira, kids off. We're partying on the Radiant side.
Thôi là cú show rồi. Cái à đi nè.
yeah, that will do it.
Oh, yeah.
That will do it. This does not feel as good as that did. And fact, they might not even get the kill. All right, Mira's breaking it.
Damn.
Get the hell out of here. Oh, Mario Nova way to break
လွ
it.
တ်သွားတယ်ရောင်ကြီး
Disgusting, man.
Better luck next time.
Mira.
Doesn't fit much better than that, does it?
They had a family. Oh, jeez.
I gotta say, the sweep walk into the Requiem is pretty nasty. Like the way that it crosses right over there. That was 1,780 damage from a Requiem.
Because that's the most that you like. That's
gross.
They can't be on top of each other any more than they were right there.
Like you don't see that very often.
Oh, jeez. All right, just when we thought that things. I mean, now it's not a 3K gold lead anymore.
No, it's not. And I guess that's another point to make is that we talk about how it is a carry Doom, but really it is a carry Shadow Fiend, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
He is playing the more one style out of the mid. As, well, this is not a replay, folks. They're on Ghost again in the triangle. The Requiem this time.
Oh, yeah, 30 သွားတယ်
How many units away was that from where he died before?
Now, one sleep walk's worth, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Look how much vision there is up top there as well for Aurora. You know what I mean? Like they are controlling that space, recognizing that hey, this is ours. They don't seem to be contesting this. In fact, they've just got ob sentries everywhere over there.
Wow. Okay, well that really changes the dynamic of this game with 2 deaths on Ghost. 19 minutes and all of the wind out of the sails of Nigma right now. Sumail underneath the ward. Not sure if this is going to end up translating into any kills. He's here though, and if he steps on up, there's move on over here.
ဝကြီးကအလိုက်ရှိတ်ကဝထက်လိုက်ရှိတ်ကဝတွေ့ကုန်ကားချိတ်ကုန်တော့မယ်ဟောင်းရေ
So you're trying to like force fights, but you also don't really want to, so he's still just waiting on this BKB from
Oh, they find Noob.
Alchemist as well.
Yeah, I mean, this Bane, dude, this Bane is doing it. Honestly, he's got grip still if he needs it, but I think that they can just get away with this one.
He's dominating! Thinking about poking his head in there, but I think it's better. Well, Sumail trying to game a little bit here.
Anto, low, but not dead yet. Sunstrike! He knew.
All right, now he's after him, though. Kiyotaka, he's not done yet.
Chasing. He's pretty quick and forces the BKB TP.
Okay, space. Making space. 550 golds until Ghost.
လီဂမာဖြစ်နေပြီကွာလီဂမာမင်းကြီးရဲ့ဘာလို့လီဂမာဖြစ်သွားတာလဲ
Of course, that's if he doesn't die again here. Because the vision, they're on. Oh, they're gonna take the easy one instead.
Yeah, spear back onto that tree. Couple raises done.
He just mega killed.
They are just getting pulled apart. Like the vision game and the way that they've been setting up these kills. Bane has been a menace. And now Toronto Tokyo finds GH. There's a spear back. Another death.
လီဂမာနေပြီ
What is that? That's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kills, I think, in a row for Aurora or something.
Yeah,
around there. It's out of hand here, folks.
Come on, Spike.
Yeah, this like what is that? 7-8 minute window that we've thought that they were going to be able to get something going. It's all completely gone the way of Aurora.
Yeah, you went Helm into BKB and then your team lost 7 heroes. That feels terrible as a mid.
Well, they do still manage to get a BKB on Ghost finally, and you know, there's something to be said for an Alacrity'd Alchemist with BKB punching people, but now Aurora also have some answers for that. That's a BKB done on Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
At 21 minutes.
There's also still a 9-seconder on the Mars, and Doom is just the recipe away, and already obviously very tanky, so this is probably the least
အင်းမကောင်း
important.
ဒီလိုကြီးဆော့ရတာကြီးတမျိုးကြီးပဲကွာလီးလိုက်တာဝတ်တင်တွေကိုကြည့်အောင်ကွာကောင်းလိုက်တာကွာအော်ရောဝတ်တွေကဟဲ့အောင်လေမြင်နေရအကုန်လုံး
Meanwhile, we just have Mira like walking the edges of the map. You know? All confident in his Bane. If I die, whatever. But if you're alone, my
ကြည့်
team
အောင်
is gonna come
မီရာ
down.
နေတဲ့ position ကိုတမင်တက်ကြီးအသေးခံနေတယ်လို့ကြီး
Wave right now.
Guys, are you there? I think he knows. Maybe he doesn't though, you know?
You know, he can't see anything.
Voice, no.
surprise ကြီးပေါ်သေးဖြုတ်လိုက်အောင်ဝင်လာပြီစပေးရဖြစ်နေဟုတ်
Oh my god. like 6 minutes ago, and then we got a little off the rails, but they're back.
Dire's
They're
bottom
ready to
tower
push.
is under attack. Very nice.
Really well played
Dire's
by Aurora.
structures are
Completely halt
fortified.
that timing in its tracks.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Aurora
Strange to say,
potentially looking
Radiant's
for a
middle
fight. They
tower
are
is
all
under attack.
converging down to the bottom lane.
Dire's
Toronto
bottom
Tokyo
tower
first
is
person and
under
actually the
attack.
Walu
GH
Ripper
is
is.
just playing really greedy up here. He is committing
Radiant's
for that.
middle tower
Yeah,
is
he's hoping
under
that they're
attack.
going to go and kill him, and he actually is out. Goes in trouble. BKB needs to run away. The stun will be there, but does he have friends? BKB reaction from Toronto Tokyo. They're going to let him die. They couldn't have stopped it if they wanted it to.
Not again. Not another one. Not another one. Oh,
Ligma.
Felt the wind from the spear.
it was coming.
Kiyotaka.
He's from Boston.
တိုင်းရဲ့မတွေ့ဘူးလားရှယ်ဗင်3မင်းရဲ့ခေါင်းပေါ်ကြီးမှာပေါ်နေတယ်
Everywhere you walk, Aurora are set.
ဓာတ်စပီကိုတက်တာကွာရှယ်ဗင်ရဲ့ဟာကြီးကအောက်မှာပေါ်နေရည်အတိတာကြီးရက်ဆက်တယ်ကွာ
You're right. It's that set upstairs and the triangle.
Ancients. They just need to stay away.
I mean, look at this. Look at Kiyotaka. He
Radiant's
knows where he's going to go.
bottom
Look at
tower
that
is being
TP on the
subjected to
minimap to
extreme
run down
violence.
where Nuba's going to be.
Yeah. Recognize, oh, they're going to go through this wicket. I'm just going to head up there. Well, this was supposed to be Nigma's Roach, I would say.
ဒီက goal နှစ်ပေါက်သေးသွားတာလေစ
That is obviously not going to be happening anymore.
So good. Just one step ahead consistently.
Roshan has fallen
And this
to
is
the
a 6K
Dire.
lead versus an
I hope
Alchemist.
the
Yeah, that's
magnificent
the line.
creature did not suffer over much.
Very nice. Very
We've been
nice.
doing that for like a decade or something, I think.
It has been a decade, yeah. I think they left Roche's banner in the pit, but that's fine. Oh, it's a fairy fire. Excuse
We're
me.
good, don't worry.
So bots for the Invoker. And at this point, I'm not exactly sure what the game plan is. You know, things have gone poorly for Nigma.
You know, famously, you know, a lower bracket,
Oh yeah.
early game maybe is the other one of that phrase. You know, maybe the early game's just not for them. Maybe they're a late game team.
They're definitely going to try and push to late game. Because at this point, trying to win fights at this stage is very difficult. They do force out the arena here.
He monster killed.
And with the Aegis in hand, could try and make a concerted effort to shut down all the rest of these tier 2 towers here.
Nightfall, is he going to see that Fisher? Oh, noob.
Taka.
Noob.
Why is it everywhere I go, I see him? Everywhere I go, they see him.
ဟဲ့လား
Oh boy, killing accepting his fate.
Alright. GH. Trying to find
Radiant's
something for his
top
team,
tower is
pushing that
under
bottom
attack.
wave as they're
Radiant's
here too, but
structures
he's going to
are
retreat now as he
fortified.
sees the Bane on his way. Fearing Mira. Mira, though, getting close to Sumail. Is there detection? There is. How sensy are his spider senses?
That was really
How
good.
Radiant's
Tanky
top
are they,
tower is
perhaps?
under attack.
Don't ask that about the players.
Hey,
Not a good
he's a
answer.
hard fish to find,
That's
all right?
right, it's a good
That
point.
Invoker-
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So
And not in a
11 to
good way.
17, and having to dodge away from every
It would
move.
appear
Yeah, 8, 1,
Radiant's
and
top
6.
tower is
Shadow Fiend
under
is
attack.
just a monster. Kiyotaka, though, maybe a chance. Jump in, stun. It's Aegis on Doom, not on this guy. Kiyotaka gets the BKB off, though, and manages to escape. Mira, Rain Staff, healing back up again, but managed to get caught. Tornado, dead. Signs of life here from Nigma.
Good 4-step save from Mira, but that's Cosmo's life in the end. Ghost jumping forward, wants somebody, but despite greeting for the Mad Stone, this Midas, he still escapes there on Nightfall. They got a very sneaky ward inside their base as well. Pretty early for the high ground ward planted by Mira. So that's going to be spotting a lot of courier movements. That's going to let them catch them. That's going to let them find where they're moving on the map so they can stand at the top of a set of stairs.
Yeah, I
and
don't
with
know,
Requiem,
they are-
and now he's got an
မီ
Aghanim
နောက်ဖြစ်နေ
loop.
မီနောက်
I mean, they are hitting hard right now on the Aurora gaming lineup.
This feels like a mid-shadow theme. Like the way he's been swagging out this game, this is vintage SF. This is not these position 1 SFs of the modern day.
Well, right, and of course it always starts with like an Earthshaker rotating and killing you, and then you just like completely ball out of control after the Ladiant stage.
That's his tradition.
Now, miss a couple raises here and there, but nobody's looking.
Getting a closeout gem here, try and make sure that the map is all under their control here for Panto. Very good, solid gameplay here. As you can see, 3-0 on Kitaka's Shadow Fiend. That's actually including this game. We've already decided.
Oh yeah,
that he has won.
I see. Makes sense. I mean, they're still getting some items. You know, AC on Alchemist. You've got some elements here that can start to feel pretty good.
It was your own
I think the
dang
big
fault.
moment and the thing to watch for is, you know, Noob.
Baby, Noob.
This game, as we're seeing
the
again,
that couldn't have come at a better time.
I think that he's gonna need to have to make a big play.
Oh my God! Four
It's gonna be tough.
He's now down.
လူကနာမည်နဲ့ night လိုက်နေပြီเนาะတကယ်ချင်း
That's a lot of help.
တကယ်ချင်းရဲ့နာမည်နဲ့တကယ်ချင်းရဲ့စောပေါင်းတွေကအရန်ကို live ဖတ်မှုတွေကတွားပြီးတော့ရှိနေပြီ
Kill him off, man. Aghanim Scepter.
ကြာကြောင်းတော့ရတော့မယ်
Sumail. I think the thing that's so tough about it is that there isn't like a hero right now.
ညပြောင်းရသွားရင်တော့ဟိုဘက်ကယ်မဲကောင်နဲ့ပြီးမားရဲ့အာတီတက်ခါရနဲ့ခတ်တော့ခတ်တယ်
There's nothing that's gonna push them into a ball together.
Yes, the only thing that can really do is high ground
He's
itself.
dominating.
As Toronto Tokyo grabs another kill here without using an arena.
Radiant's middle tower
So
is
they're basically counting on Aurora making a
I
mistake.
have no reason to
and
lie
getting
about
a little bit
such
too aggressive
things.
with their lead. Now, this is a very small lead by this TI standards.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had plenty of comebacks, so things are not set in stone at all right now. It's very much a potential to return to form here for Nigma in this game. They just need that poor positioning to come out from Aurora. That's really what it comes down to.
Right.
And Aurora very likely to just try and clean up these tier 2s, wait for the next Aegis, and maybe even a pick off or 2 before going high ground.
Yeah. Something they could look
Radiant's
towards.
bottom
Because I
tower
don't want to
is
get
under
echoed
attack.
into Giant Sunstrike, Cataclysm, like no thanks.
I mean, it is a nice little window here coming up, right? The Aghanims, the Yashikaya, AC completed now too. There's a lot happening, although they just finished one for Doom too. So mitigating that problem. Really, to me, it's like I feel like team fighting has been good from Aurora, but not like significantly better than Nigma. It's more the map movements that have been the issue. Like Aurora have been able to predict where Nigma are going, find pickoffs then because of good vision. If it just gets down to a team fight, I could see some potential for Nigma to play it better.
Yeah, they're already predicting the movement that Nigma are currently drawing on the map.
Yeah.
They said like, hey, they're going to try and wrap around behind us. Let's go ahead with these 3 heroes.
And they're going to. Mira breaks it. Ghost. They're going to try and find him now.
Yeah,
Has to back away. Toronto Tokyo Arena's nothing.
ဟာ
Oh.
ဘယ်ကောင် arena တုံးလိုက်တာလဲ
Thought he was going to be able to find Sumail there, but was not the case. Arena down.
ပြတယ်ရအောင်ဒီပဲကြီးရတယ်နေလေပဲတော်သေးရအောင်
Just doesn't have his smoke pop.
ဝေးသွားလို့
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on the other part of the fight there, but all right. Finally, a miss here for Aurora.
Maybe he
Dyer's
thought,
middle tower is
he
under
probably
an
thought GH glimmered
extraordinary
the
amount
outcome.
of
ဘယ်လိုတော့ပြနေရ
Yeah.
ဟုတ်တယ်စာဝါဒီခပါပူရှိန်ပူရှိန် sorry ပါပူရှိန်ကိုမတွေ့ဘူးမှတွေ့တယ်
Back. Test probably didn't.
What
want
he
to
cut,
win.
push
Oh, they
in,
scanned
what he
this one
cut.
game. Look, they know they're coming through. This could be a big moment here for Nigma.
But look, Aurora's already prepared for it, it feels like. Is Kiyotaka gonna show? Sumail sends out a creep. I think they realize now what's going on. Although they don't have Bane or Doom, they can't go for it. Now they're waiting for like the perfect fight, it feels like, and I'm just not sure if that's gonna come that easily. Yeah, TP away.
Oh, Commander
Radiant's
Croker
top
and his
tower
Force
is
Spirits will just
under
keep pushing
attack.
the wave in.
ပေါ်လာရင်တိတာ
And as has happened a lot at this TI, you push towards the later game, anything is possible. 3 minutes until Roche is capable of respawning a Shadow Blade.
I love that.
On Nightfall.
A little bit of lurking.
Oh, very cool.
Sorry,
is he
I
gonna
just
get
know
found
that
again?
Dyer's bottom tower is under
Backs
attack.
away. Nightfall's still on the hunt.
Yeah, he just walked through
In
a
a
sentry,
stroke
though,
of
and I think with
cunning,
the
or
creep
perhaps
vision,
of desperation,
the
Dyer's
pings out there for
structures have been fortified.
They do have that gem on Sumail, so he's perhaps going to do a little bit of hunting of his own. It's a slow Ghost Walker, though.
Doesn't have as much up in Wex yet.
Not too zippy.
And an Aeon Disc is the pick for the Mars.
Got about a minute until the rope spawn here.
We have seen a pretty big increase in the number of Aeons picked.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Been a big item this tournament. It's kind of the, you know,
Dyer's top tower is under
throw
attack.
by a single death
Must I
item, I
repeat
guess.
myself?
Especially for supports, you know, you just want to get one round of your spells out.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But, I mean, certainly
Dyer's
it
top
them on
tower is
fours,
under
that's
attack.
definitely true. Way
Must
more on fours than
Radiant's
usual.
structures are
They're
fortified.
pressuring. This would be
Radiant,
the
there
first
appears to be some sort of
tower that would be taken.
Nigma block नहीं मिला Nigma.
Mountain calls for celebration has fallen.
Looks like they are trying
Radiant's
to
bottom
commit
tower
fully
is
for
being
this.
subjected to extreme violence.
Taking it out, so
Radiant's bottom tower
take
has
it.
ဒိုမီတိုင်းနဲ့အပေါ်လမ်းကိုတော့ညှော်တော့ညှော်တာလေ
attacked like nobody's
Towards mid.
business.
Sees the acid spray
ကြက်
down.
ပြောင်းမတေတော့ဘူးရအောင်အဲ့ကောင်ကြီးဒီကွဲတော့ရှုံးမှုများတယ်
8-second BKBs on the Alk and the Invoker still. We have a Basher, so he's going to roll the dice until he gets his Abyssal up. That could be a big change for them potentially in these engagements. Have a Refresher now done for the Shadow Fiend as he starts poking at the Roach. And how far are they going to go here?
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Are they just going to start
အကင်းလို့ရအောင်အေးကောင်းရဲ့
considering attacking the top tower? With
Toronto, Tokyo, blink away. They all separation. Ghost moves forward, finds a Doom on the noob right at the start of this fight. This one feels very tough to make work. Ghost is still punching Nightfall, realizes that's not going to work. Whoa, now, if you end up losing noob, he has buyback if they want to use it, but I think this fight is just over.
Wait, no, hold on. He's unstoppable.
And Doom has been such a
Dyer's top tower
clutch
is
pick
under
for
attack.
them.
And Nightfall's
Must
been doing
Radiant's
extremely well.
middle
He
tower
knows
is
his
under
job.
attack.
You know, did really well in his lane. He's consistently getting the good dooms. He's scouting out with the Shadow Blade, and he is
ရအောင်
really noob's game.
အေးတေတော့
Like from the lane
Dyer's top
to
tower
the
is under
middle
attack.
game, and now heading into the later parts of it, he's just not getting to play some Dota. Gonna be the banner. That's finished into a silver edge because why not?
Cataclysm, they dodge away. And Roche going into the direction of Aurora. They give it to Nightfall again.
Of the Dyer.
Yeah, curious if he goes Refresher maybe next, because the Dooms have just been so easy. Can they find an answer to these Dooms at all? Like, there's a Lincoln's being eyed by Sumail. There's a Lotus on the mind of GH as well, but, you know, it'll be a while.
Yeah, and I think because of these supports that they have, so much of the fight has been like indexed on the idea of Earthshaker getting control spells out. And, you know, even when we were thinking about this game, we were thinking, okay, they're going to doom the Alchemist.
GH.
And they just instead have been dooming him. Unfortunate.
It's just like,
ဟာတေးပြီ
Oh, no. Not again. Doom. They're going to jump on Amira, though. And it's enough to bring him down. And Ghost pops the BKB to run.
there's no Doom
အ
for
နည်း
10
များလိုက်တာရအောင်အေးအနည်းများလိုက်တာတေးပြီသူ
Doom manages to get a kill, but
This
will be
is a wicked
punished
sick stuff, Rick,
afterwards.
because he just wicked sicked it.
Akiyataka here.
ဝေသွားနှောက်တာသူကလို့ရောဘာမျိုးရေးစေပဲ
He is fine.
Just letting him know.
Yeah.
He's taking a little test here, like, how much can I do to this guy if we actually start to stun him?
All right, Lincoln's done. Abyssal Blade done. Ghost is back to the most farmed hero in the game and can hit very hard.
တိုင် BKB လည်းမရှိဘူးတေတော့မယ် Ghost ရေတေတော့မယ်တေတော့မယ်
Middle tower is
It
under
is
attack.
kind of nuts.
တေတော့မယ်တေကုန်တော့မယ်
Radiant's top
The
tower
thing is,
has
like,
fallen.
if fights keep going like this, I
Radiant's
just
middle
don't see a way
tower
that they
is
can
under
engage
attack.
Aurora have been so
I have no
clean.
reason to lie about such
I would like
things.
to point out that
အဲ့ကောင်ကလည်းဖက်လက်မပေါအဲ့ရှယ်လို့တိတ်ကြီးနဲ့အဲ့လိုကြီးလာပြီးနှိုက်နေဟောတွေ့သွားပြီအိုးလင်းကင်းနဲ့ကောင်းလိုက်တာကွာမတွေ့ပါဘူး
Nailed it. Or watching funny videos about
Dyer's bottom
ancient
tower
history. It's
has
that
fallen.
no matter what the
If
numbers
that's
are in
the
any
proper term
battle,
for it,
all you
then
had
I
to do
believe
was tactically retreat and then pincer around them, and nothing seemed to matter, and it worked every single time. That's
that a
what I learned
thing?
from Hannibal. Yes, that's all he did. He just did it constantly, and they would just be like, "They're retreating," and they charge in, and then they get collapsed on, and they all die. So obviously,
Dude, these generals
Kuro,
are a fraud.
they were major frauds. But you know who's not a fraud is Kuro.
Yeah,
Because
he's not playing Trent.
That's right. He's read history. No. But he trains them.
Okay,
He trains
I
them.
see.
Okay. He teaches them this, and he says, "Remember, you know, when you're down 11K and it seems like Kiyotaka is the king of the world, just let them come. Let them, and then pincer all at once.
I see.
The pincer will come."
We're waiting for the pincer. Tokyo jumps in. Arena down. Catches on to two, but there's a missing. Kiyotaka deletes Omar. Sumail going to ghost walk away. The tactical retreat. Waiting for the pincer.
They're retreating.
Sumail, he's
အော်ဟဲ့အောင်အေးကောင်းနေဟာ
It's caught. Oh, he's speared to the side, but he's actually living for now. Cataclysm combination.
Oh.
It's not enough. They're probably gonna get this one. One goes two. Manages to find the back though. Oh, Kiyotaka, they're on the hunt, wanting this kill desperately, and they do manage to get it. He's hitting the Aegis target now, though, so that's not great, but they do manage to kill him off still. Ethereal dodges away, Ghost in trouble, and infinite BKBs apparently. Omar trying to
စုမေအဆုံးလေးဆက်ပြေးလိုက်ရင်ဒီကောင်လွတ်တယ်နော်ဒီကောင်အဲ့လိုမျိုးမဟုတ်
He
ဘူး
can still chase if he wants, but there's nothing left in the tank.
Okay. Signs of life.
It's still into the favor of Aurora, but they bleed.
They do indeed. Not by much though. Like
No.
300 gold does put a big dieback on the snap. That's not great. But some XP over to the Radiant. Maybe it's the next round of items here. Aegis is now gone, so the high ground push is probably not going to happen from Aurora. Overall, pretty good.
Dude, can I just tell you, if Noob ever hits a huge Echo Slam in this game, it's like the endorphin levels for him.
Like his keyboard's not going to survive.
It's unbelievable how frustrating of a game it is. Have you ever been doomed 5 times in 25 minutes? Like, it's insane.
I feel like GH, every time it happens, GH just reaches over, touches him on the shoulder, and he, oh, it's okay.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, he's buying a Lincolns next. Do not doubt or do not hate that at all.
Yeah, he doesn't currently have any. I mean, he's got the harpoon, I suppose, now, so got something to do.
Also, a Hex soon completed. It's flying out for the Mars.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Shadow Feed.
Oh, no.
Oh, my thing was. I'm sorry, my note. Oh, he had it queued up, but now it's going bots. Okay.
I mean, the bots too, if he finishes those off, means that the game is that much harder playing with Mira, right? Like.
Oh yeah, 100%. And also the buyback threat. Yes, very real. And he is finishing them, so now he has no buyback. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, they're missing buyback on everybody except for Bane.
Well, they are feeling like they're ready to end this game, really.
Soul grants Caspian too. Talent for the Shadow Fiend, and has the bots 2 done.
Yeah,
This is going to be a
ready,
tormentor
ready.
for Nigma, it looks like.
အတဲ့တွေတစ်စောင်းလေးပါဒါနေ
Are
ပြီ
they trying
ဒီကမာရေး
to get out on the map and
No,
find the kill?
it will be theirs, yeah. Maybe they're hoping to catch someone coming to prep for it, but yeah, I mean, it spawns up. They're all here.
Maybe they're hoping that that's where Aurora was going to go for, like you said.
Yeah. Maybe.
Actually,
yeah,
they
they're
are
coming to the
over
twin
here.
gate. Are they coming through? Anto? No? No.
Oh, Nightfall's over this way.
Now they know.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
they get the
attack.
tormentor, so
You like
Sumail
what?
picks
Oh,
that one up for
God.
himself.
That's the Forge Spear, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one's kind of cool, actually.
Cataclysm?
The amount of Forge Spirits that spawn if you get a Cataclysm on everybody is pretty nuts. They just need to hold everybody still for them.
Perfect. Just simply do that.
Nightfall on the hunt again, not able to find anybody easily. And as has been the case in this tournament so far, we're at 40 minutes and looking to go later.
And nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's, still feels like it can go either way for sure. Aurora with a solid lead, but, you know, you heard KJ being interviewed saying, you know, we don't throw.
Yeah.
That's how they've won 8 games in a row. They get these leads, they don't throw. Smell doing his best not to throw. He's going to throw.
It is there. Oh, yeah.
There's the Doom down, got him caught already. No escape for Ghost.
Level 25 ကြီးနဲ့ဒီဝိုင်းပဲ It is my you တော့ဖမ်းတယ်တားရဲ့ညံကောင်းတာဟော
But now Sumail turns, he can't right click through it. Oh, two dead. Arena used.
Yeah, not even close for a buyback here.
Dyer's middle tower
Tier
is
2's
under
going
attack.
on. Like this can easily sweep for 2 racks. You know,
Top tower is under attack.
Don't bait it, don't bait it, don't bait it.
And now Sumail is in further trouble. He's going to get Arena to the side. They pull him back in with a hard move. Sumail lucky. Way too much. They're going to buy back en masse and try and stop the pain.
another 4-step.
But there is no stop to this train. It just keeps on rolling through them.
4-step your buddy out, Sproink back on Panto. Very nicely done.
It was looking like it could have maybe been a hold there. I mean, at the very least, they do hold high ground. They've not lost buildings yet, but they're losing so much net worth.
Tokyo, he's hungry.
Hungry Jet.
Find him here. Tornado lift him. Full duel. Got him. Another salvo, another one. The load is coming just a little too late. And Nightfall moves on in to make sure that the job is finished. As they glimmer, it is not going to matter.
The top tower has fallen.
Oh, man.
Surely that was
24,000 gold leaving Aurora. Trying to close
Hey,
this
big
one
AV
out.
yeah, go yeah, it's all OB.
Radiant's top barracks has
Spots too
fallen.
as well. Like, you can't really threaten here. Another arena.
Toronto Tokyo finds the jump on it. GH goes onto him though. They want to get some retribution. But look at the air disc in the walk away. Do they have enough to keep him alive? The grip on it goes. They get the cookie to break it. Goes the turn. Needs the back to find it.
Radiant's middle
Maybe
tower.
an opportunity. Goes gets on a night. He needs alacrity. They need cataclysm. They need
Radiant's
something.
middle
Force
tower
this.
is under attack.
It's not happening.
And Kiyotaka, 6,
Strange
2,
to
and
say,
18 right
Radiant's
now.
middle tower is
Back
under
on the high
attack.
ground. He's heading up. He's getting out of there. Wow, this is truly the heroic methodology. Do not throw.
Yeah.
26k. There's no wave. Let's just back, guys.
It's the right move. I mean, it makes sense.
There is a dunk there, I suppose. Seems a little excessive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. There's no buyback for timer on all 3 of the heroes. And it's just like an Auk without ulti at the point when they were retreating. But understanding the danger.
I mean, they've seen enough games, I suppose, right?
It's true enough. I mean, Shaker here is going for the Lincolns, but I almost feel like you just need to go like big, all-out, like refresher or something, you know? Because I feel like, I mean, I don't know. There's so many problems with the draft at this point when they're down 27,000 gold.
Plus,
anything is a problem.
Even if you have refresher, it's gonna be pretty hard to use it all.
Yeah, true enough.
It's got issues.
I mean, the Bane causes issues too. Even if you BKB, you're still gonna get disabled. Such a tough game for Nigma. And Aurora waltzing their way to the finals here. Seeing if they can make it work. And there it is, jumping to sleep. The Hex, the Spear, the Doom. Ghost dead again. Holy 100 seconds, no buyback, needs 500 gold to be returning to this game. They are going for bounties, it looks like, just hoping to find something.
Has fallen to the Dire.
All right, they have put the cheese and the refresher shard.
Seaman ပြနေပြီ Ghost မှာ Ghost မှာ Seaman တွေကိုပြတာဘလို့ဟိုင်းရင်ငဘောကြီးလေဘလို့ကြီးလေလို့ဘလို့ကြီးလေမပြောသင့်ပါ
They're too busy going to grab.
You're right. Take it probably because everybody else has refresher orbs. And yeah, he's passes it over. So potential for double fiend script in this one.
Yeah, refresher might be a good item, guys. I'm just throwing it out there.
It's way too good.
Alrighty. My panel has returned. Hands up if you think Nigma can do it. Oh my god, they all have their hands up. That's crazy. They're such believers.
Hex goes it back. GH. Oh my god! Gets obliterated. One kill. Another hero without buyback. As the tier 3 goes down.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Aurora trying to punch their ticket here to the International. See if they can make their way.
Radiant's middle barracks is falling.
As Nightfall hits, you still have 15 seconds. No ghost. Arena on nothing.
Zoning arena.
Bottom tower
Keeps them back from the tower.
That's
They
right.
do have a
I've
blitz.
never seen a radiant cause for
20
celebration
seconds,
so
7 on
fortified.
Ghost. Do they go before he's back up?
Radiant's bottom tower
Probably
is
the
being
best chance that they're going to have.
subjected
It's
to
not a
extreme
great
violence.
chance. Lincoln's already blown.
ใจผิวว่าเจ็ด
Now Ghost jumps back. Finds him on the mirror. But it initiates and Cataclysm of dead.
I have no
เชื่อนี่มันตีเอาเหรอเชื่อไม่ตีมันสู้
Protection. We can't see the Shadow Fiend running away. Toronto, Tokyo.
Radiant's middle
One
tower
start to
is
drop it
under
with a
attack.
bash there. Aeon Disc. There it is. Tornado left up and it should be enough. But Nightfall comes back. Gets it to the Invoker. Can't talk on. Hold on to the game. Move forward. Take the first game in this series. Aurora one away from City.
It is most certainly his game. And that's side lane cores, but he had the job.
นี่ก็มามาตะควပြတာတင်းนี่ก็มาตะควပြတာ first game อ่ะนี่ก็มาတွေးထော်သွားပြီนี่ก็มาတွေးထော်သွားပြီ
It's a killing spree! Has that ever been cause for celebration? Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
ကာကြိတ်တော့
Must I repeat myself? Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that Dire's ever top been tower cause for celebration? Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant with health. Over here now.
Look into my eyes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under extraordinary amount of stress. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Oh, look. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I don't mean to be alarmist, but Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Denied. I've never seen a tower more denied.
Ligma ရဲ့ဒေါသတွေ Ligma ရဲ့ဒေါသတန် Ligma
Heist.
Ligma Ligma အုပ်လောက်မယ်လို့စိတ်ထဲမှာထင်နေသေးတယ်ဘာလို့လဲ Why question mark question mark
Worthy tribute.
Ligma ကို9သားတော့ပေးတာနော် Ligma aurora ကျန်းတော့ကျန်းနေဒါပေမဲ့
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. I could have predicted this.
When ပွဲอ่ะပြောရမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ wedding တွေဆောင်းရစကားပြောရတာ
Life will make its home amongst your bones.
wedding တွေဆောင်းရစကားပြောရတာ
Your
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. For celebration? I feel like a broken record. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You reap. That was
Radiant's structures are fortified. There appears to be some sort of magic at work.
cái nguyên nhân này sao mày nó
I'll take limb from limb.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about such things.
Nature's right.
Oh, she accident. It was an accident, I bet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
nigma ဘွဲကမလာသေးဘူးလား
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
anh đi quên là တဲ့စီပြန်ပြေးအောင်ကိုယ်ပါကွာ
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
nigma ပွဲကြည့်မယ် nigma ကြားတယ် nigma ရေစနေnigma
Dire team there's no supposed to really back him up if you're playing
Dire
ahead
team
of your
back.
team. But that being said, I don't know how you're meant to deal with this like amount of burst damage. Maybe you need to take away his combos. Maybe it's more of a problem of having like mobs rather than just SF alone. Maybe it is just the SF. I wouldn't be angry if they banned it. I'll say that much. It seems very, very, very good, especially after you get refresher.
In that graphic that we just saw, Mars was actually one of the more contested or the more played heroes in the common hero pool between these two. So I do wonder if, maybe we put a little bit more priority on the Master itself to decide to bring the Galaxy and place that SF in the ban, so it's like you're covering both aspects to it. But are we going to see that trap in a way, Fear, where you have it, but it's not a good building block for that draft?
Potentially.
5 seconds
these heroes together are really good, but by themselves might have a little bit less weight. And they're gonna do it. They're just gonna ban the Mars. I don't think this is gonna dissuade them from picking SF though. I think Kyoto can play without the Mars. I think Toronto Tokyo doesn't have a narrow hero pool either, so Mars getting banned doesn't limit them too much either. However, Aurora is the one that did ban it, so they still want it to be in the pool. I don't hate it. I'm very curious to see what the trade is going to be. What is left in the pool actually? It seems like most of the meta stuff is banned. I suppose the Pugna is still in the pool. That's something NGX did have some success with. Good versus the Marcy too.
Out of first phase bans from last game, Disruptor and Marcy are the two that have changed up, and obviously Marcy's been picked up here, so there's only like one extra hero in the pool.
Yeah, I think I was kind of unhappy with how NGX prepared for the previous game, because I think from our point of view it was super easy to call everything. Yeah. Like, oh, they're gonna pick Shadowfiend, oh, they're gonna pick Mars, and it didn't really seem like they had a good answer for it anyways. So this game, it looks a little bit different
10 seconds
because
remaining.
it looks like NGX is willing to make some kind of trade here. They leave the Marcy and the Shadowfiend, so they kind of had to choose which one they would prefer. I think Marcy, yesterday we did see NGX beat Marcy quite convincingly, but it was a different team. I think Aurora, Marcy fits their playstyle because it gives Nightfall this strong laner, this melee guy that goes in. He needs to play lane dominators, and Marcy's one of them. So I think it fits Aurora better.
Radiant team
the Bane response is, it's okay. We talked about how Bane is in general okay against Marcy because you have beekeeping control, which was what Marcy hates. But I'm not, this doesn't seem like that strong right now. I think there's still it. I think Nightfall would play it. Oh,
10 seconds remaining.
Play Marcy in previous, hasn't this tournament, but has in previous.
5 seconds
it's either
remaining.
that or Mira are the two main ones on the side of Aurora that like to grow.
Interesting, okay.
Oh, if they did play offlane though, couldn't you just pick a Tusk and then farm Bane over and over again in the lane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your disagreements here.
I don't know,
I mean the thing is, like, you can do that. There's very few supports that can actually kind of not die to that.
Dire team
However, I think Marcy Tusk is very cheesy, and just if your objective is just to kill the support over and over again, that's not really going to win you the game necessarily.
A lot of gold.
Depends on how much the Bane feeds. Yeah.
These 3.
But if you play a little more safe, and then you have a carry
10
who can't
seconds
die,
remaining.
you
Yeah.
can just like weather a storm and you'll be fine. But they might try and do it
5
anyway.
seconds remaining.
So I think they're gonna be forced to ban a Shadow Fiend here because I'm not
Dire
sure if they have a
team
good answer
pick.
against it.
Radiant team
No, they
pick.
just Disruptor, man. Alright, okay, they steal the Shadow Fiend.
There you go.
I don't know how much they've played Shadow Fiend on the side of NGX. I'm sure Sumail can play it, so it's not
Yeah.
completely new, but there is no Mars this time. So that was probably the best pairing we had with Shadow Fiend as a core.
Yeah, we see the stats very quickly on the
10
screen there. So
seconds
Sumail
remaining.
played 1 game, lost with it this tournament so far.
5 seconds
Not enough of the
remaining.
sample size, right? I feel.
I mean, if you lost with it, we already said that's enough.
That's it.
But if you
One
win once-
one win is not enough, but 1 loss is enough.
One loss is more than 1 win.
I can see a very simple draft for Aurora where they take Queen of Pain probably on 18. They're gonna pick double support here with maybe a range support plus a Tusk, something along those lines. Queen of Pain on 18, which is a matchup they like against Shadow Fiend and Kiyotaka. It's one of his best heroes. So I don't know, this Disruptor ban just... I get it that Marcy Disruptor is a very strong lane, but I don't know if you prioritize Disruptor over a core that's gonna take over the game.
This opening from Nigma and Galaxy, by the way, the Bane SF, exactly how Aurora opened the draft. Just in an inverse way, right? Aurora in game 1 went SF and then Bane, so they definitely loved whatever was happening on the side of Aurora.
I mean, SF just loves setup stuns, right? This is a hero that has no stun, but deals out tons of damage, so the Mars, the Bane, they all can set up his abilities.
Radiant
and
team
just
pick.
pair very well with them. And
Bad
there's a Bat
Rider.
which... I mean, it's lost a bit of popularity. We used to see this hero all the time in the first phase bans, but now it's not being picked up quite as much. I would have still liked to see the Tusk, just because you do have that save
10
versus
seconds
grip at any
remaining.
stage of the game, and you do have the Marcy to pair with it. Maybe they'll still
5
take it
seconds
here.
remaining.
They still could. I would like that because especially when you're playing against this SF with Refresher on BKBs, having 2 BKB piercing abilities to cancel his ult and not let him dominate the team fight would be really
Dire
nice.
team pick.
I'm sorry to keep you all waiting.
It's a Bane counter as well.
Yeah.
Save for the grip.
What else is he? Well, you know, we haven't seen Ringmaster much. The only other person that I know that has been playing it is Crit on the side of Falcons.
10 seconds
Gives
remaining.
you a save. I think that's a big purpose of this hero. Gives you a little bit of team fight.
5
gold.
seconds remaining.
Used to be strong in lane. I'm not so sure if this hero is the same in the lane as it used to be. I think it got heavily nerfed.
Yeah, the hero is not as strong in lane as it used to be. He has some purpose in his game with, you know, canceling grip, and it's still an okay laner. I think most likely it's going to be on Mira this game, and maybe it's just a personal preference thing. I think Tusk would have been a great choice and have Panto play the Bat Rider. We'll see what they end up doing with this. Now, the question is for NGX is what kind of offlane are they going to pair with the Shadow Fiend? Because we want something like a Mars, maybe a Centaur, something like this could
I mean,
easily be
Shaker
stable.
is still in the pool.
That is true. That hero
After
is
last
hard.
game, though, I'm not
I
sure.
was,
if they
yeah, okay. This
have
is why I was
confidence.
hesitant to put it out there because I knew Theo was going to say that.
I mean, it's real. You have a game 1 like that, and you feel like you could do absolutely nothing. They're going to be hesitant to go back to it for the next game.
Where did Undying go, man?
Just the wrong teams are playing. I
Dire
think. A lot of
team
teams do
pick.
like Undying,
Okay, sorry.
but yeah, this is the
Radiant
wrong
team
series.
pick.
I really... okay, they take Tusk on the other team.
I mean, it's good though. Like, I really have been enjoying Lycan, and I think every team at this tournament has been keeping a close eye on this hero and making sure their lineup is not susceptible to
seconds
Lycan coming
remaining.
out. And the first 3 heroes aren't particularly good against
5
it.
seconds
like,
remaining.
Ringmaster doesn't do anything.
Team
Bat Rider doesn't do a lot to Lycan. I mean, even Marcy to a degree isn't that great. So
The most dominant Lycan game in pro games I saw in the last year was against a Bat Rider support.
it's very good versus bat support. Yeah.
Yeah, it was freaking miserable. There was nothing they could do about it. There's no item they could
10
buy to save
seconds
themselves
remaining.
in any of the early game. It just made the supports' lives unplayable.
5 seconds
To send these
remaining.
wolves at them.
What is the movement speed of the wolves?
Enough.
Too much.
I don't know.
I think is the correct answer.
I mean, if his ult is on or off,
Dire
varies
team
because it gets
banned.
the haste, right?
Sure.
It's like when they cripple you and you just can't move and you take so much damage and it's impossible.
I don't know the exact move speed,
You
but it's above hasted while ulted. Outside of that, I'm pretty sure, unless you have like some boots of travel hero, even the non-hasted ones are faster.
10 seconds remaining.
That's what I was thinking too, but I just didn't know if you guys knew.
5
exactly.
seconds remaining. Team banned.
385.
Radiant team.
Well, you know, I'm just saying, with you, I wouldn't have been surprised if you just pulled the number out. I got high expectations.
I've just been looking at the Tinker this whole time. I've been thinking, so
Kiyotaka.
that is a Kiyotaka special. I think it fits the same type of role where they wanted to carry from mid. I was thinking initially
10
Queen, but
seconds remaining.
because this guy's a Tinker specialist, when he saw 4 heroes, he decided to go for the Tinker, which I
5
think is
seconds
totally
remaining.
fine. With Marcy, you do want an additional
Radiant
carry on the team.
pick.
And now
Yeah,
you just
keep
want
it,
some
nigma over,
offlaner that
nigma
gives you
over.
some more setup probably.
Nigma
Maybe he
over,
goes
you
back
name
to
me
the
don't man.
Magnus.
Nigma fan, I hope you
Maybe Centaur himself. Something like that I think would fit their lineup very
ဒီမှာ
well.
စကန်ဂိမ်းဒေါ်လာတွေတွေ့ရှိရ
And I
မှာ
think
ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်
Aurora
တို့
has a pretty good idea of what they're doing.
Dire team pick.
He does get the counter matchup, so we do see the Magnus, and now Ghost gets to respond in any way he likes. I'm not sure if I don't want him to go on Morphling. I want something else. Maybe the Sven look better than the Alec, something like this.
Yeah.
10
I would
seconds
agree with
remaining.
that. I think you are playing versus Tinker, which makes things a little bit
5
more
seconds
annoying,
remaining.
because he does have a magic damage, and then you have to deal with the Magnus as well. So you could think heroes like Morph if you want, because it's good versus Mag, but then Tinker's really good against you there. Don't really want to play Juggernaut, which is good versus Tinker, because they have a Magnus Marcy. Don't really want to play Lifestealer because you're versus Marcy.
Choose your hero, my
Ursa's a
good
good
friend.
It's a good middle ground.
Also, Ursa Lycan, if it does get to a point.
Very
it's
good,
actually
yeah.
a good Ags hero for the Lycan. So I like that combination. I think it's a good response. I would really be curious how Noob decides to play this game, because if he gets Helmo the Dominator at a decent timing, he could actually run mid with his ultimate and try to bake mid tower, and I think that could break the game if he does that. Tinker is a hero that relies on keeping his mid tower alive, stacking Ancient, stacking the two camps below him in the river. But if you break his mid tower and you start putting presence there, I think the hero can feel more like a burden on the team. So a lot of this will come down to gameplay again.
Which I don't really like to see, because I think this is a high execution draft from NGX. Like, if things start going poorly, like you have this Ursa Battle Fury, the Shadow Fiend mid with a Lycan off lane, there's gonna be no space on the map for that. So you do have to have good lanes and good rotations, and then it could look really good. But if that doesn't happen, you don't have a fallback plan with this type of lineup. You're just hitting creeps.
So you're feeling kind of reminiscent of this game one, that if we see them have that sacrificial top tower or bottom tower in the first, 10 minutes, they're going to be split. They're going to be trying farming, and it's just setting up Aurora again for running as a 2, as a 3 group, and just...
If there's early daggers on Bat and Magnus, and you're behind, that's not going to be good for NGX.
Okay. Tough to make something happen on the Nigma Galaxy lineup for behind here.
Yeah, I'm mostly just looking forward to these dogs eating the supports.
Guys, I thought we were, a little bit more hype, okay? It's a potential elimination, potential qualification here, alright? Nigma Galaxy on the verge of going on the verge of going to TR. Where's the lane, Ray? You're gonna put it all out there.
We're going straight to a game 3. This is gonna be an absolute steamroll of a Lycan game. What can you even do? There's no way to counter it. We're going to a 3. We're getting a lot of hype. More Dota 2. Hey, TR,
Well, before we know that, alright, as much as you're we're gonna see exactly how it does play out, if it's gonna be a little bit better for them, if that game number 3 will come our way. Either way, let's get on into it with Lyrical and Trent.
Thank you so much, Nat. I believe every word she said.
Yes.
There was no doubt that she was a little bit unsurprised.
Not
The
just
Lycan
selling it.
pick, a little bit crazy. I'm interested in it, though. Do you believe that it can do what they're talking about?
Yes.
Run in there, take that mid tower.
Kill supports.
Okay.
Bunch them up, I believe I heard from Ray there. I like
Gobble,
it, you
gobble.
know? It's, philosophers have often asked, who let the dogs out?
That was the Baja.
It
Man.
was Nigma, it turns out.
Yeah, and we've got the potential for the werebear to be running at people on Ghost. You know, it must be said, when Ghost is playing bear-oriented heroes, things seem to be
30
going well
seconds
for
to
Nigma.
battle.
All right, there, that's it. That's the solution.
Gotta get the bears out.
There's a spirit animal situation happening here, I understand.
You know, Avery was making fun of me earlier for my magic deck,
Wait,
having
no,
a bunch of
hold on.
grizzly bears.
Avery made fun of you?
Yeah, I know. Can you believe it?
That's so, he's usually such a calm and compassionate man who never makes fun of anyone. Or their mother.
That's right. So it's gonna be, instead, the bears that all of their hopes and dreams are put onto. Can they do what's necessary?
Let's hope he's not just a 2-1 grizzly bear.
That's
Let's
right.
hope his toughness and power are a little bit larger than that.
True enough. It's 2-2.
Marcy
Anyways,
Gary, they
it is going to be
Such a
Marcy
bad card.
starting out
Athena tool.
with a crown, a couple of iron branches, and building immediately in towards that helm of the Dominator, as we have come to again. Hero that can really make the difference. Panto kind of getting set up over here.
Huh?
So is Omar. All right, 2v2 mid, no problem. Smell misses the second raise. Are they going to try and make this move in? Yes, they will. Nightmare, sleep, couple punches.
All right, cool 2v2 mid. You know, fun fact, guys, there was actually like a full patch where we did this.
Yeah, when there's one extra creep in the way.
Yeah, we just did this. We did 2v2 mid for a while. Ooh, those were
Interesting.
dark times.
Oh, I thought they were going to walk back, but no, Bane does finally TP. So Bane's going to get there a little bit before the Ringmaster does. Walks
Does it
out the
matter?
camp.
Not for you.
I guess that it did matter, yeah. Well done.
What for you?
Panto will find it with the D ward, as one does.
Tokyo going to be chased down, goes there too.
It is with
Forces him
grave
away,
emotion
and
that I
Mira
report the
makes
death
the move
of
over and
Dyer's
finds
courier.
GH's courier for the hard work that it took in.
So Toronto Tokyo has he's gotten around, you
Okay.
know, in terms of teams. He's made his way around. He did a little free agent shopping for a while and stuff, but also in terms of positions. He was, of course, a TI winning mid. He moved to 5. Tried to find his footing there with some heroes. Played a lot of Clock, Tree, and Undying. Eventually got quite good at it. I eventually, you know, I really liked his 5 by the end of it.
Yeah.
And then he moved to 3. And I
Toronto
feel like it's
Tokyo,
almost like he
Toronto
started
Tokyo.
again. Like there's definitely some similarities between mid and off lane, but its hero pool, you know, it wasn't quite finding its way. You know, Collapse was the mag player, right? But his mag now is stellar. I think it's his best hero on the off lane. Like, if I wanted to clutch a game with Toronto Tokyo on my team, I would give him this mag.
That makes sense. I mean, he's been definitely the guy that has put together some solid performances. His Mars last time was insane. We were watching while you were talking about Toronto Tokyo, the mid lane beatdown that was going on. 5 and 2 on Tinker versus 12 and 7. Sumail, in spite of these like couple of missed raises, is absolutely putting on a clinic here, and Kiyotaka is gonna have a tough time. He might even like try and push in on this wave a little bit. Yep, denies it out. Kiyotaka back behind the tower, forced to use the machines.
Hold on.
Whoa. Hits that raise, forces him away again.
What an item, or spell rather, of the translocating defense matrix.
And forcing Kiyotaka to salve up and backs out as he's going to keep on denying him. Steps over, going to get a rune. Okay, nothing for free in this lane. I mean, if there's one player that likes to sort of really put the screws to somebody on the it's Sumail.
It's kind of made
တာယာကွာတော့ကွာတလောက်တော့မားတော့မာပြီးသားသေးတာလေပေါ့နေမှာတော့
Omar
ဥမာကိုပါပြီဥမာကိုပါ
not going to be able
ဥမာ
to.
ကအနည်းဆုံးတော့အိတ်လိုက်တာမဟုတ်ဘူးဒါပြီးတော့ကြာပါအောင်
So first blood for the Ringmaster, which this is the first game we've had. I think this is only the 5th game for the heroes so far at this TI. But it's that big save with the escape back that we're expecting later to be the determining factor as to why teams are still looking towards this hero after some of the other nerfs on the other spells.
can make a big difference when you're playing against that Bane. Also, just even the weapons that are going to get thrown out later on too, you know?
Yeah.
You get ridiculous magic resist inside that little safety area. Up to 80%.
Very nice.
But
Ligmadi ချင်းမဟုတ်ပါ
pressure is being
Ligmadi
mounted on
mama.
those to GH. They got
There, unfortunately for them.
We'll run into each other in the river. Panto. Omar does have a little bit of extra help here with the Wolves. Does he decide to go for anything? Does have Nightmare? Not opting to do it. Lets him go. But still, 29 and 14 to 14 and 3 on Kiyotaka.
And both supports are now here for Kiyotaka.
Oh my, that was very close to dead.
All right, this is it though. He's trying to pincer, you know?
Oh yeah.
I mean, even if you were to flame break that SF, is there even a kill there?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
He's going for it.
Now it's just a harassing Bat Rider.
Yeah.
Leave my Tinker alone.
I mean, it's not like he's definitely beating him in CS. Wait a minute, does he have enough mana for this? It is enough for one raise, gets the jump away, and it hits. Sumail finds the kill.
Sumail တိုက်ရ
I
မင်း
kind of wish my supports just instead
ဒီ
of
မှာတော့
coming
စမေး
mid
ကတကယ်ကောင်းတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီဝိုင်း
stacking.
ဒီ game မှာနည်း
Make
နည်း
sure that
ခက်ခဲဖြစ်
there's
တယ်
no
ဘာလို့
sentries
ခက်
because
ခဲ
unfortunately there are some. And Vera's gonna stack the ancients.
ဒီကောင်အခက်ခဲလေးကိုနည်းနည်းလေးပြင်နိုင်